A big hello to anybody watching this. My name is BarriKade and welcome to Belladonna. This is a gothic horror point-and-click adventure game developed by independent user Neckbolt. It's available on Steam for $6.99 United States dollars and was released in February 2015. Alright, I've been told that this game is a slightly shorter one than usual, so we'll probably only get about 2 parts out of it. Having said that, I hope to enjoy it the entire way through, and I hope that you have fun as well. Alright. Let's start up with a new game. I like the music already. Thunder, lightning. Okay. Creepy. Yeah, the game was heavily influenced by Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. If you couldn't tell. Just, I guess, fun right there. Ooh, that sounded uncomfortable. She has a clockwork mechanism in her brain. Fantastic! Gotta love a bit of clockwork.
Oh, the physical sensation. Pain? I'm alive? That's odd. I don't feel alive. What's going on? I have no memories of anything before this point in time. My mind is tabula rasa. Yet, I have a language. I seem to be in some laboratory of sorts. Maybe I can find out what happened if I look around.
Oh, right.
The torture device.
There's an Iron Maiden
strange
there.
Machine. What kind of place is this?
Evil Super Science Laboratory? I mean, if we had to...
A lot of natural philosophy and chemistry. Something by an M.W. Shelley.
Oh, you're so clever, Neckbolt. Journal page. Let's look at that.
There's a handwritten note here. Maybe it can shed some light on my situation.
Unlikely. It is with shaking hands and heavy heartbeats I gather before me the instruments of my last desperate attempt. I find myself on the threshold of my toils, a turning point, for should I fail tonight, I doubt I shall find the strength and resolve to continue. At my feet now lays the lifeless remains of my beautiful Belladonna. A few hours ago, my wife was alive and well, and now she has been cut open, dissected, altered and artificially reconstructed. From the second she gave up her final breath, I have worked tirelessly to preserve and prepare her corpus, that I might infuse a spark of being back into her lifeless limbs. This is the final test of all my research and experimentation the past 5 years, the complete revivification of a human being, body and soul. The anxiety I feel is agonizing, but I cannot let it hinder me from carrying out what I must do, for my own sake and for hers. The procedure must not fail. In my feverish dreams, my wife appears as such a lovely creature, so far from removed from this creature before me. Her cheeks, once so full of laughter, are now pale, almost to the point of transparency, with the skin stretched so thin over the cranium it threatens to rip at any moment. Her eyes, which shine like the night sky, but are now empty, watery and yellowish. I have to cling to my conviction that she'll regain her former grace and vitality when she is brought back to the realm of the living. Her eyes will light up with the flame of life, a Promethean flame stolen from the very gods. From this night on, man shall be the master of his new destiny, and God shall no longer be above us. As I write, the engines of life are finally heating up, the last of the preparations coming into order. The crucial moment is ever approaching. The time has come. Success! The attempt was a success. She's alive. Oh, fantastic. Oh, look at a little journal screen. That's fantastic. Alright, mad scientist tries to bring his wife back to life.
There's a screwdriver in this toolbox. Better take it.
Sure. There's a brain in a jar up there.
It's a brain in a jar. I wonder what it's thinking.
I mean,
it looks
unlikely
like
anything.
A frog hooked up with wires. And I'm pretty sure it moves when I'm not watching.
Anything? No. Alright. There's a switch over here that we missed. I wonder if it was the switch to bring life into this creation. Now it's not. My apologies. When will be the time, I wonder? Alright, let's look at this tank. We get to play as the creation.
I have no idea what's inside of this, but it glows.
Okay. We get to play as the abomination.
It seems to be barred from the other side. I might be able to unscrew these hinges, though.
Oh, well, look at that. We had just the tool
required. The screws on these hinges are rusty and stuck. I need some lubricant to loosen them up. With such a multitude of jars and bottles, at least one must have some sort of oil in it.
True. Well, there's some liquid up there.
It's a brain in a jar. I wonder what it's thinking.
Okay, maybe not. What about over here? No? Ah, now you get to see how BarriKade plays point-and-click adventure games. Mouse over everything, and see if that helps.
My very first memory is waking up on this thing. Before that, nothing. I wonder what I am.
That would be quite horrifying. I already feel for the creature.
Nothing happens.
Hang on.
I need something. This oil looks expensive. Let's waste it.
Sorry,
Just
that
need
was
some
just
oil on
amusing.
the rusty screws. That should loosen them up.
There we go. Oh wow,
I'm
use all of the
free.
oil. I'm free! The door fell off, that's good. Freedom awaits. Hang on, I don't trust you, suit of armor.
Guard a damp dungeon like this. Maybe he was demoted. Maybe he likes the dark. Maybe he's secretly a poet. I bet his name is Roland.
Roland the Knight, alright.
Another piece of paper. This was written long before the last one.
What does it say? Work is going great. Kept a rat alive for 1 hour and 26 minutes last night. We'll move on to larger mammals within the next week. I find my life more and more polarized into two phases. I remember times when I used to climb up and down the stairs like a squirrel each day, but now I spend most of my time, and indeed most of my thoughts, down here in my laboratory. I want to step upstairs at night to sleep. It is a warmer upstairs in the living area, but it is boring and understimulating. Down here is where I make progress. Down here is what matters. And as I lay awake beside my sleeping wife, I often wish I was down here with my experiments. Belladonna grows increasingly distant, ever since that fateful night when our baby Lucas gave up his last breath. She has lost all traces of her old self. God knows what she is thinking about as she silently gazes into the empty air or restlessly paces back and forth in the great hall. I, at least, am working with my grief. I have turned my attention to the science of life and death, and not a day goes by when I do not think of how my son was untimely taken from me. This is the thought that drives me. In this, the greatest of ambitions. My own son will never return. I have accepted that now. But thanks to me and my work, the cold, ruthless contrast between living and dead will in the future be much softer, maybe even completely erased. My wife, though, has let our grief devour her whole. She is emotionally and intellectually paralyzed, it seems to me. All her creativity and quickness of thought, the wittiness of her speech, and the nimble way she used to jump from one conclusion to the next, all those qualities that made me fall in love with her in the first place, they have all been snuffed out like the flame of a candle. This makes me wonder even more why I bother to go up to her bed every night. The shell in which she has enclosed herself cannot be breached by anything I say or do. It is almost though she is involved with someone other than me. I feel ridiculous for even writing it down. No. It seems ludicrous to think that Belladonna's disinterest in me is due to her seeing another man. I will not accuse her of that. It is just one of the many strange ideas that appears in my head when I am down here by myself. I am probably just tired. I better try and get some sleep as soon as this rat's heart stops beating. Okay. Super creepy, Super Science Man. Understood. You keep a stick down here.
There's a long stick here. Perhaps it was used to try to chase away rats when trying to sleep.
Where are you putting this?
It looks like someone has been sleeping quite a lot in this sorry excuse for a bed, and it was hardly the suit of armor. But why would someone choose to sleep down here?
Insanity? Really the only thing I can think of. Oh, another journal page.
More writings from the lonely doctor.
Curse my miserable existence, the hopelessness from which I see no conceivable escape. I cannot rid myself of the feeling that there is something of utmost importance that I need to take care of, but that it is not yet time, that something beyond my control needs to be completed first. I carry inside me a sensation of waiting, yet I cannot name the thing I am waiting for. In the meantime, all I can do is work. I do make progress, but at an excruciatingly slow rate, and nothing I accomplish seems to calm the anxiety in my head. I sleep only a few hours every night, and cannot remember my last hot meal. I am feverish and jump at the smallest of sounds. What is it that I am missing? I am spending more and more time down here with my research. I only occasionally go upstairs to sleep in the master bedroom. Most nights I sleep, if at all, in a makeshift bunk I have constructed in the cellar. It is not as comfortable, but my research is at a point where it oftentimes requires my constant attention, and comfort is not my priority. I'm certain I am advancing ever closer to a significant breakthrough, but it is as though I am powerless to control or even affect the rate of its occurrence. And on top of this, I cannot rid my mind of the idea that Belladonna has forgotten me and taken a new lover, a new man in her life, someone more lively than me, perhaps? Someone who can still look at life with joy and optimism, to match her own by grave tragedy unaffected humor. Yet who would that be? I can remember friends we used to have. In my memory, a wedding was a crowded and festive event. It has been years since this castle has seen any visitors. I have no time for social obligations, and Belladonna seems to have given up on anything that is pleasant in life. I suspect the castle is in undesirable condition as well. Almost all of the staff has left us. We are down to one girl who dusts the cupboards and lights the fireplaces, but I don't see much of her either in these days. For all I know, she might be gone as well. There cannot possibly be a man in Belladonna's life, apart from me. Well, there could be a woman in her life. Maybe that's why you're not seeing the maid. Said nobody, the omniscient narrator. Shh.
Another locked door.
All right.
Let's take a peek through.
Of course. All right. What do we see? Use the stick to get
the stick is
key.
long enough to reach the key, but how will I grab it?
Can I put the screwdriver and the stick together? No? Alright. There's a hook over here. I would like one hook, please. No. Alright. Okay.
That makes no sense.
It takes him. Alright, listen, sassy Miss Frankenstein. Little Miss Belladonna. Alright. What have we got? Can I use the brain in jar? No, probably not. There's a gargoyle. I didn't click on that before. Gotta love gargoyles.
That is one ugly gargoyle. Looks like a George to me.
You have a very odd habit of naming things. I'm not saying I disapprove, but you're a little creepy. Alright. No. Nothing. Alright. Oh, a bone saw.
Ooh, surgical tools. Shiny.
You are an odd one, Miss Belladonna. Having said that, can't imagine I'd be too sane if I woke up with a clockwork mechanism in my head and no memories. So, hey, not doing too badly. Maybe we can saw through the gate.
I need something else.
Do you need a
I don't know
bone
why
saw?
I thought that would work.
Alright,
Another
listen.
locked door.
Just
Let's take a peek through.
don't need to be mean.
I'm content
I
with the
combine
length of
this-
this stick. The stick is long enough to reach the key, but how will I grab it? It's the key
With
I'm
a bone
after.
saw?
I can't reach it with my hands. I wonder what I can invent to retrieve it.
You can invent. Alright, alright.
Nothing happens. I don't know why I thought that would work.
Alright,
I
listen.
need something else.
A BarriKade is not the most useful of instruments, so please bear with me. I am not the smartest tool in the shed, so to speak. Use
I
the
don't
bones
know
from the
why I
bed?
thought that would work.
Can I use the bones from the suit of armor?
That won't work.
Yeah, I figured. Alright, well, what? I'm just bad at games, alright? I'm sorry. Hang on. Can I get the brain in the jar?
That won't work.
Give me the brain jar. That will absolutely work. You can reach the brain in the jar with that. Alright.
Interesting, but no.
Alright, fine. Sassy McFrankenstein. I am flummoxed. Little pin there.
Interesting, but no.
Take apart the Iron
Nothing
Maiden for
happens.
parts? Alright. Well, it's a good thing I'm smart, because I will be able to solve this with no problems whatsoever. Oh boy. Can I not just unscrew the door? The door has no invisible screws. Alright. I think it slides into the wall. Well, if you didn't know you were dealing with evil super science.
Another locked door. Let's take a
Yes,
peek
I
through.
know. Let's have a peek through. There's a nail there. Wait,
It's the key I'm after.
what can I invent to retrieve it with?
That won't
Okay.
work. That makes no sense. Nothing happened.
Alright, well, this is an unfortunate time to get stuck, given that we are right at the beginning of the game. I am not a clever man. No. Can I hit the suit of armor with a stick? Will that yield
I need
anything
some-
helpful? Alright, let's go this way. Oh, is there something this way? No. Of course not. Why would there be? Don't be ridiculous. Can I not go to the bed and take some of the cloth?
It looks like someone has been sleeping quite a lot in this sorry excuse for a bed.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll unscrew the bed, despite it being literally a little platform. Guess there's something in the laboratory I need. Bone
need
saw
some-
on the tank.
I don't know why. I need some.
Okay, no.
I need some. Nothing happened.
You don't want to poke it with a stick? That's part of the scientific method. Always poke something with a stick. Remember, the difference between
You look
science
so lonely,
and messing
my friend.
around is if you write it down. Just remember that. Are there any books that could help us with this?
Books.
I
need something.
You don't need anything else.
That
Bone
makes-
saw the switch. Can I bone saw myself? Well, what the heck am I meant to do? Dang it. Ah, frog humping Frankenstein wannabe. Is there anything further this way? Go that way. What's over there? Nothing.
Another locked
Alrighty then.
door. Let's take. The stick is.
What do you mean, how will you grab it? Anything? No. Oh, maybe if I go down into the bed and just hope some sheets around it? I don't know.
That makes no.
Getting sassed more and more by someone with a gear in her head. Yep. All-time low. Good. There has to be something I'm missing. Has to be. Here I was thinking this game would go quickly. Don't worry. Idiocy will save the day.
Nothing happened. I'm content with the length.
You think you're so clever. Because you are. Alright.
I can't tell if my reflection in the glass is too distorted or if I really look like this. Am I even a human being?
Thinking more like a reanimated human.
I don't know why I thought...
Alright, what is meant to happen here? A skull!
A human skull. Interesting. I don't know why... That won't... It needs...
Alright, well, what's the go here? What am I
It's
to
a
do?
brain in a jar.
Ah. Alright. What, oh what, in the name of Hiffle am I meant to do? There's nothing else to interact with as far as I'm concerned. Can I get this hook? That'd be great. Oh, I want this hook. Give me the hook. No, not the bed. Can I unscrew these? No. Of course not. Don't be ridiculous. Well, I'm officially out of answers, which is fine. You know what? I think with that particular conundrum, we can leave it there. So thank you anybody who was watching. I hope you enjoyed this first part of Belladonna. We got absolutely nowhere, but it's an insightful little look into this very interesting world. And I hope we can find more to do. And by more to do, I mean I hope we can actually get through the game. So, thank you again anyone who is watching. Please like, comment, or subscribe if you want to see more of this playlist. Please leave a comment below if you want to tell me exactly what the hell I'm doing wrong, or even if you just want to tell me that these videos are terrible and you wish I would stop. Either way, take care, have a fantastic day.